if you feel like you're doing everything right to lower your body fat percentage, but you're not seeing any significant changes in the mirror, you're not seeing significant changes on the scale, then I can guarantee you that you're doing one of these 5 habits that is secretly keeping you fat. So without further ado, without a long intro, let's get into number 1. We have using fitness trackers. What do I mean by this? So if you are using an Apple Watch, a Fitbit, a Whoop, an Oura Ring, if you are looking at the calories burnt on a cardio machine, anything like that, I need you to ignore it, okay, and avoid it like the plague, because they are inaccurate and they are wrong, and they are potentially keeping you off plan and keeping you fat because you are over consuming, okay? You are in a calorie surplus because you're eating back the calories that the machine said that you burned. Here's the thing. Let me tell you a little story. I go to the gym and I pretty much 9 times out of 10, I go on the same treadmill every single day. Across the 5 to 6 days that I'm at the gym, that number, okay, that it gives me when I'm finished, when I come off the treadmill, it is different every single time. Why is this a problem? Because what happens is that people see this number, they go, oh, I've only about 1,000 calories. Just go eat 1,000 calories back. They have a Domino's. They have the Ben & Jerry's ice cream. And they come to me and they say, oh, I'm weighing heavier. I'm burning so many calories, but I'm not losing weight. The problem is you're going off inaccurate data and inaccurate information, and it's causing you to eat in a calorie surplus. So here's the fix. Number 1, we apply the 50% rule. Whatever was burned, you burnt half. And number 2, we keep your intake the same, your food intake, no matter what the calories burnt said. If you need this broken down further, if you want a clear step-by-step roadmap, you can come and join our school. I explain everything in much more detail there, but that is just the bare bones basic premise that you need to apply and that you need to avoid fitness trackers, Fitbits, calories burnt on any screen, on any technology like the plague. Now, the next habit that's causing a lot of people problems, and that caused me problems, is that we're neglecting our water intake. Now, we drink water normally, or I hope you drink normally, but what I preach inside of the, in one of the modules in the school, is that we need to use water strategically. Let me let you in on a little secret, okay? Most times when we're hungry, I'm actually thirsty. This is a common trap. People commonly mistake their thirst for their hunger, and every time that they're thirsty, they go and eat. I don't know about you, whoever's watching. I feel a lot more thirsty than I do hungry. And if you're a person who's eating every time when you're actually thirsty, that means you could be wasting a lot of calories that could be used on other meals. So what's the actionable step, and what is the fix that I want you to, implement moving forward? Well, every time that you feel hungry, you need to drink water. Not just water, but you need to drink 2 massive glasses of, I don't care if it ends up being this big, USN, not a sponsor by the way, but maybe there will be soon, who knows. But you need to drink 2 massive glasses of water. And I can tell you right now, you will not be hungry. Any desire that you had for food will go. Another tip that I teach inside of the school, if you want to curb your hunger, make sure that you're having 2 massive glasses of water before your meal, 1 during and 2 after. Hunger will not even be a word in your vocabulary if you do those 2 things. You won't feel hungry. Thank me now. Is it thank me now or thank me later? Okay, well, thank me now. Yeah. And the next thing that could be keeping you fat is what I call FIS. FIS stands for fuck it syndrome. What do I mean by this? Well, a lot of people, listen, we're not perfect. We are going to mess up and we're going to cheat on our diet from time to time. Okay? Hasn't happened for me in a while, actually, ever since I've been incorporating the system that I'm teaching inside of the school. But listen, we're human. What separates the people that are lean, okay, and stay lean and have a very aesthetic, sexy body from the people that are, they look like a pile of melted candle wax, okay? What separates those, the awful analogy, what separates those 2 people, okay, is mainly their mentality. And what happens when person A goes over their calories compared to person B? When person B, which is probably you right now, goes over your calories, you think, oh, well, I've already gone over, so I might as well just order the pizza, I might as well just order the Domino's and do X, Y, Z, and you just say, fuck it. And that is what keeps you fat, because your mentality is broken. If you're struggling with this, here is another actionable step that I'm going to pluck out my ass and I'm going to throw it at you. Every time, every decision that you make in your life, no matter how big, no matter how small, whether it's diet related, business related, anything related, okay, think to yourself, what would the ideal version of me do? Okay, I'll tell you in a food context what the ideal version of yourself would do. They would say, hey, okay, I'm only 200, 400, maybe 500 calories over. I'm going to pump the brakes. Cool, I'm just going to cut my losses. Tomorrow's a new day. And we keep going. Person A goes, no. Well, it's all a little bit bad now. So let me just make it a whole lot bad. Let me make it a whole lot worse. Does that make any sense to you? It's kind of like if you're cleaning, right? You're washing dishes in your house, okay? And you're taking it to the dishwasher. This happened to me the other day. And I break a plate. I drop a plate. 1 plate. And I go, oh, well, I broke 1 plate, so I might as well just break all of them. You'd look at me like I'm fucking insane. You go, what is wrong with you? Why would you do that? There's basically the same thing that you're doing with your calories when you have FIS syndrome, when you have the FIS, you got a case of the FIS. That's what happens. So think sensibly and think about how your ideal self would act in a situation where, a situation doesn't necessarily go your way. And make sure that when that moment strikes, you're mature enough, you're grown enough to catch yourself when you slip up and say, I'm going to cut my losses. Tomorrow is a new day. You need help with that? Again, come join our school. The next habit that is 1,000,000% keeping you fat is having DNs. What do I mean by DNs? I don't mean DMs in a direct message. I mean DN. DN standing for discreet nibbles. Now that sounds fun. What are discrete nibbles? Well, this is kind of where, say for example, if you're making a meal, right? You're going around the kitchen, you're doing your bits and bobs, and you take maybe a peanut here. As you're in the cupboard, you're looking for the flour for a certain ingredient. You're like, oh, let me just take a couple handfuls of cereal. And you don't track it. I'm telling you, those moments are going to be some of the most harmful for your fat loss. Those are very, very dangerous. And stuff like that, multiple times a day, repeated every day for a number of weeks, it can leave you being over your calories. In the best case scenario, you are at maintenance where you're not losing or gaining. The worst case scenario, you are in a calorie surplus and you are now gaining weight. You need to be very careful with discrete nibbles. And all of these problems I'm describing, you probably think it's front loaded. It happens at the start of people's journey. I'll tell you from experience what happens. People start off perfect, hot and sweaty, crystal clear. But as they go through, their calorie tracking ability, I found, decreases over time because their confidence increases and their competence increases. And they start thinking, oh, well, I've been calorie tracking for a while. I can estimate. It's not going to have that big of a deal on my deficit. I'll tell you, if you're taking DNs, if you're taking discrete nibbles, it's going to have a huge effect. And it could be one of the reasons why now you are still fat. So why you still have the belly, the man boobs, and the love handles that you have, because you're not being honest with your calorie tracking. Next thing, you have a lack of patience. Okay, this is a very, very long process. When you see somebody on TikTok, or you see somebody on Instagram or whatever that has an amazing body or amazing physique, we just see a quick 3 to 4 second snapshot of that. Okay, we maybe see like a day in the life, 30 seconds, wake up, gym, read, business, go out, repeat. Because everybody's like got like ADHD TikTok brain now, like nobody understands what a long process even looks like anymore. It's kind of crazy to think about. It is a whole process. It is not linear. But because people are so fueled and driven by instant gratification, especially nowadays more than ever, people don't really have mentally what it takes because they think they expect quick results. It's not like that. Everybody that I've worked with and that has successful results, and I'll throw up some images now of Ibad's success and Brian's success. All of those people had they had deferred gratification. Okay, they're able to put off the good thing now, reap the rewards later on. So realize that this is going to take time. And instead of getting frustrated, instead of getting angry and aggy and pissy at all of the time that it takes, just embrace it. Kind of like hunger. We just embrace it, okay? Remove the friction. Make the process effortless. Effortless equals easy. And if something's easy, it's simple. If it's simple and it's easy and it's effortless, you, my friend, are more likely going to do it. With that being said, if you need a help, if you need a roadmap with me guiding you and instructing you step by step, telling you exactly what you need to do along your fat loss journey, hit the link in the pinned comment. Come join our school, okay? If you join now, you get 27% off. You get 3 free bonus modules. You get a bunch of free diet and workout plans that myself and my clients used when I was doing the private coaching. And there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't like it for whatever reason, you can, guess what? Shoot me an email and I'll get you your money back ASAP. With all that said, I hope that video was very, very helpful, very informative, and I hope to see you inside of our school.